Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We have ourselves a brand new summon again, and this time they have brought us the Wilderness Summon. It looks like they are ready to release the Wildcat family, so we see these familiar faces back from the birthday summon, Rajesh and Leone, but they also have decided to give us a brand new character in this Lennart fellow. And he does look kind of interesting, very much looks like a jungle hunter, honestly looks like he belongs on Monster Island, but he has a brand new family, so let's dig into what they're all about again so that we can get a refresher on who the Wildcats are. So to start things out, we have the Ranger class, which gives them that chance to bypass defensive buffs, and also we'll go into the family bonus for Wildcat family. This will be a bonus for 1, 2, or 3 heroes, which gives them a 5, 10, or 15% chance to dodge special skills. Each special skill dodged damages the attacker for 100, 200, 300 damage. Okay, so interesting, but honestly, that's a fairly low dodge percent. Just by example, let's look at the passive that goes for the Moth family. They have a passive that gives them a 15% chance to dodge special skill damage. So in order to reach that 15% for these guys, you need to stack 3 of them. Then the amount of damage it's giving out, 100, 200, 300 damage for each dodge, that's also not particularly exciting at this day and age where characters are over 4k health. I do think this family bonus is a little underpowered at the moment. They'll probably look into that with time, but just understand that they are a little bit lacking in the family bonus. Then let's go into our passives. First one up is 9 lives. Okay, so 9 lives says this character has an 80% chance to revive um, at the beginning of the next turn in which they die with 50% health and 80% mana. Activates up to 9 times. Chance to revive is reduced on each activation. Can't be prevented with status, elements, skills, or passives. So basically, this is a very frustrating thing to deal with when you're fighting these guys. The best thing I've found to do when I'm facing one of these wildcats is I usually will just save that character for last. And you might be asking yourself, what do you mean by that? Well, in reality, you can choose to fight all the other guys, kill them, and then if he's the last one remaining, you can go ahead and fight him. If he keeps popping down and popping back up again, it's a lot easier to deal with when he's the last one left, as opposed to committing your resources up front to get this character down and having them just not go away. All right, the next trait they have is called, or I guess passive is called Trait Lith Frame. This says this character is not affected by effects that increase or reduce defense. This includes status effect buffs and ailments, positive and negative stacks, growth, and wither effects. Um, okay, so this is the first time they've attempted something like this. This is very odd. Like, by doing this, they're basically saying you cannot modify their stats, but that means also in the positive direction. So, like, he's just these stats. Period. Like that's where he's at. Don't bother stacking attack. Don't do growth. Don't do withers. All of that, he just stays where he's at. I don't know. There's some benefit to that, but I really don't like the idea that you can't stack buffs to increase his damage either. But whatever, that's fine. Next up, we have ailment immunity as an Aether power. This Aether power is great. Like, I love it. It's nice to get the first 6 turns where you cannot be affected by any status elements at all. I definitely recommend this as a good Aether power for characters you choose to level up. And let's get down into their special. Operating at fast speed, we have Pursuing Shot. It's going to deal 500% damage to the target. The target receives 1500 surge bleed damage over 6 turns. The target takes plus 40% increased damage from status ailments for 6 turns. And the target resists healing and receives 300 damage per each resisted healing attempt for 6 turns. Okay, so this guy is obviously designed as a sniper, and he is a precision sniper in the fact that he takes on a target, he leaves them with a bleed dot, he increases the damage from his own bleed dot and any other damage over times, and he prevents healing to the target, and if they try to heal, he just does additional damage to the target as well. So I think this guy is a very effective sniper, operating at fast speed, creating the additional problems of having to cleanse before you can heal, etc. I do think he will be very effective at wiping out single targets, but remember, he will be a single target guy. The one nice thing I will say about this guy is the fact that when he dies with 9 lives, he comes back with 80% mana, which means this guy's going to be able to fire off his sniper shots a lot faster. He's already fast, so just be aware that killing him and popping him back up again could allow him to fire off his specials in pretty rapid succession. So again, it's another good reason to wait to kill these guys till the end and focus on getting the other guys down first. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a moment to rate this guy. Um, I mean, honestly, there's a lot about him that I'm not particularly in love with the family bonus and the lith frame, but the fact that he is such an effective sniper, I mean, I'd say he's got to go above an average range. I will put him at an 8 out of 10. He's operating at fast, he's doing good damage, he's preventing healing, all of that. His pop-ups are probably going to be pretty annoying. He's definitely worth leveling if you pull him. So congratulations to anyone who gets him. Okay, so I think that's everything to say about this guy. Welcome to the Wildcats. Looks like we'll be seeing them in the Wilderness Portal. This might be their new home. That is both a good and bad thing because at least they're out in a portal, but it's not a portal they're going to give us a chance to collect free pulls off of. So we're going to have to spend gems or buy the coins to add wildcats to our collection or maybe get them out of Covenant if they make their rounds in there. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful morning. We'll see you next time.